Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels finally comes back tomorrow, and in the episode Jedi Knight, a lot of people think Kanan will end up dying, and I'd like to give my opinion on this matter today. Now, for anyone that wants to avoid spoilers, I'd recommend you shut this video off, because there has been a lot of out-of-universe leaks and things like that that have sort of hinted towards Kanan's death, and I will slightly touch on those. I don't really want to focus on them since they are leaks. I want to focus more on the actual story of the show, so if you don't want to see spoilers, I'd recommend you click off this video. Now, Kanan is my favourite character in Star Wars Rebels. By far, he is honestly the one that steals the show for me every time he's on screen. He's the most interesting character. He's such a legend. Seeing him go is going to be very sad, but the thing is, I think it's going to make a lot of sense for the story, and for that, I think it has to happen. This will basically affect 3 people's character arcs: his own, Ezra's, and Hera's. First, for him, it makes sense that this is his big moment to do a sacrifice. This is his moment to preserve what he loves, that being Hera, and basically this is just his moment. I feel this is the real end of his character arc, and I don't see really where else his character can be explored. He has become a true Jedi. He has overcome his blindness. He has overcome so much, and I think he's at the point now where giving himself to the Force will be his greatest challenge. As for Ezra's character, he does really need something to kick him into gear. He needs something to put him into the leadership position of the Ghost Crew, because everyone looks up to Kanan, because Kanan is the Jedi. Kanan is the most powerful, and of course as their leader they look to Hera almost as a mother, but I think they need to start looking to Ezra as their Jedi. And it's going to affect the whole Ghost Crew, of course, but I think it will really affect Ezra, since he'll be losing a master, and he'll have to fend for himself a little bit, just like he used to. But I have a feeling that this will cause him to seek out Ahsoka, and I think he will find her, or at least some form of her, maybe with that Convor. We don't really know how Ahsoka's fate played out. It's going to be talked about in Season 4, and I think that's what the crux of it is going to be. I think Ezra is going to have to go and look for her after Kanan's death. And of course, it's going to affect Hera. I don't know if it's going to affect her more than Ezra. I think it possibly will though, because they were very close. I think as far as Hera's character will go, I think it will turn her focus more to not the rebellion, but sort of an outside perspective. She's going to miss Kanan, and she's going to need to deal with that and then see where her focuses belong. If the rebellion's for her, if she needs to finish the rebellion in Kanan's honor, whatever it is, that's going to be a struggle for her character. So now let's just talk about how I think Kanan is actually going to die. I don't know if it's going to be like a lame execution, which isn't really lame, but I say lame because it's not an action scene, and I think it could be more powerful if it isn't, but you never know. I think there's a chance that he could go and fight Vader. I don't know if Vader will return, or what the thing is going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. There's a chance he'll be captured by Thrawn, or maybe by Price. You never know. A public execution could be the way they end up doing it, but you gotta remember that this is sort of a kids show, and they've got to keep it somewhat toned down, and execution probably isn't the best way to kill off one of the most beloved characters. So they might do a fight with Vader, similar to how they did it with Ahsoka, even though Ahsoka may or may not be dead. They could bring back all of the remaining Inquisitors that we haven't seen yet, and Kanan have to fight all of them at once in one blaze of glory. So I guess they're the 2 ways that Kanan will go out. He'll either die in a, I guess, more emotional way that will be more satisfying to more mature viewers, or he'll go out in a blaze of glory, which will still be entertaining, but it won't be as emotional. Now, I'm going to go into some out-of-universe stuff, so again, for those who don't want spoilers, these things that I wish I honestly didn't see, I wish I could block it out of my brain, because they are sort of spoilery and kind of confirmed that he might die. The first is a piece of music called Kanan's End Credits that was accidentally put on the Kanan's website. It's a very emotional piece. It's really, really great. I'm not going to put it in this video just because A, I don't want to be copyright struck, and B, I think it's better to fully hear it in the episode. I haven't listened to the whole thing and I don't plan on it. And I think, I mean, obviously it's called Kanan's End Credits, so, you know, it could be that. There's a chance though that they're trying to mislead us, but I find that unlikely. The second is that in the trailer for Season 4, at least the mid-season trailer, the only footage we see of Kanan is when he's rescuing Hera, and only in that prison. We also see him with a new hair, and I think him changing his look is basically for his finale. I think it's kind of indisputable that this will be it for him. And the third bit of evidence is the title synopsis for the episode after Jedi Knight. This episode's called Doom, spelt like Kanan's last name, and the synopsis pretty bluntly says that the rebels are reeling from a huge loss. So I'm pretty much 100% that Kanan will unfortunately die, but I think it's going to create some really interesting story points, and I'm glad that Rebels are willing to take a risk now in this 4th season. You know, they've been just kind of keep kid-friendly and not very heavy, I guess, and I think this will be good. I think if they pull it off right, it will work. And I do still miss Clone Wars, because Clone Wars was the type of show that people could die and emotional moments could happen, and Rebels has never really had huge emotional moments, so this could be a first for the series, unfortunately in the second half of the last season ever, but it's gonna happen nonetheless. But leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think. This episode will go out tomorrow of Star Wars Rebels, and this video will go out about 12 hours before it, and I will be doing a follow-up video to this talking about what happens in the episode. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, also hit that like button if you enjoyed, just to show what type of content you guys like to see. If you've got any suggestions for some videos, chuck them in the comments down below, because I've actually been quite short on ideas lately because there's not that much Star Wars content coming out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.